But then there's other guys like Jordan Ford, who basically has been a professional for a couple of years, but that's been in a variety of different types of leagues, and is truly just trying to get noticed primarily first by the Kings, but if not the Kings, by other organizations. And it's, look, this is my audition, and I'm going to go out here and try to make an impression.
And he's done just that. I mean, early on in the California Classic, as much as all the attention was on Keegan Murray, everyone was like, oh man, this kid out of Folsom High is pretty good. Also, and I know he came out of Folsom High. He played 4 years at St. Mary's, which is a good college program, so he has that pedigree to him. Spent time with the Agua Caliente Clippers and the Stockton Kings. So, all right, he's got some G League to him. Maybe he's a late bloomer. So we get to Vegas, where it's obviously a much bigger stage. And I thought he struggled, a little bit. But last night, man, he was terrific. He looked like at times the best player on the court.
That's the game. Look, I'm not telling him what to do, but his agent, like, that's the demo tape. That's the reel you put out, and you look at the box score. If you just didn't see the game, 9 of 16, 4 of 7 from 3, got to the line 3 times, had a rebound, 8 assists, 1 turnover, 25 points, but controlled the game, played the point guard position aggressively as a scorer, but a distributor. And that pace the Kings are coveting, Jay, he played with it for sure yesterday.
Yeah, no, he looks like a guy that could fit in on the roster, whether it's on a two-way deal or maybe he gets a camp invite and somehow makes the team as the 14th or 15th guy. If you were to put him out there, you wouldn't have to change what you're doing on offense. It wouldn't be some drastic shift. Like, it felt like last year, I know Dellavedova was the vet guy, more there for the locker room, but it felt like when he got on the court, it was like, oh my God, the offense just like grinded to a stop. I don't think you'd have that problem with Jordan Ford.
No, there's that speed, there's that pace. He acknowledged that. Let's hear a couple minutes of him post-game yesterday. Several media members gathered around to hear about his 25-point performance and learn a little bit more about his story.
First half? Oh, yeah, it felt good. I just wanted to come out and be aggressive. I shot poorly the game before, so I wanted to come out and, try to be aggressive and, help our team with scoring and making plays.
I know scoring is nothing new to you, but you also like getting guys involved. Do you think they might have been too reliant upon you at certain points?
Not necessarily. It's my job as a floor creator to go out there and make plays, set people up, make plays for myself, get in the paint, dish out. So I'm very comfortable making plays, and if they need me to do that, then I'll do that.
Did you have an even greater emphasis in this one on pushing the pace?
Definitely. Last game, I felt like my pace was a little lacking. So that's what I do well. I'm fast. I'm smaller than a lot of people. So I want to try and push the pace and try to score easy buckets before the defense is set. So today, my mindset was just, try to get the ball out of the rim and play fast.
What did you see on the defensive end for you guys tonight?
Yeah, we had a tough time. We got to do a better job keeping guys in front of us and just team defense, chasing off hot guys that can really shoot the three. We got to make sure that we close out. They made too many threes. So I thought our defense in the first half was lacking, and we gave up way too many points, especially for a 20-minute half. So we just got to, for these last couple of games that we have, try to make strides there.
Does it feel like you are you trying to make a statement with your game and your NBA readiness? You mentioned that previously that you want to prove that point. Does it feel like that's what you're trying to do and you're getting a good look right now?
Most definitely. I mean, I have a great opportunity here. I'm just trying to take it one game at a time and showcase my skills to the best of my ability. And my goal is always, whatever I'm doing, whether it's summer league or G League, wherever I'm playing, my goal is to always win. So that's always my main objective, and I'm going to try to play my game while doing that.
Is it kind of along those lines? Is it hard to not maybe enjoy the moment too much? Like, I mean, you've had some pretty big individual performances. Is it do you keep it laser focused on everything given the opportunity, or do you try to find time to kind of enjoy it as well?
I'll say I just try not to get too high or too low. Being a pro going into my 4th year, just learning from those times, just trying not to get too high or too low, just trying to take it one game at a time, and still trying to just enjoy the moment as well. But I know you can get caught up in all this other stuff, but just trying to enjoy the moment and just make the most out of my opportunity.
How much could you feel that this one was second night of a back-to-back?
Oh, definitely. I mean, you can always feel, a back-to-back, but, that's never an excuse. We have treatment available to get ready for the game. So it's never an excuse. Whenever you show up to play, you got to be ready to go.
How much are people blowing up your phone from back home, and what's the feedback?
Oh, definitely. It's been exciting. A lot of people that know me, they've been hitting my phone, but I've just been trying to, and sometimes I got to just block it out a little bit and kind of just focus on the task at hand, and just focus on my job. And, maybe after Vegas, I could, focus more on that.
Get back to some of those checks.
Definitely.
Thanks, Jordan.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, a few moments from Jordan Ford. I think you heard, being his fourth year. Like a lot of times, Jay, we think about this as, oh man, a young guy. Oh, he's young, but still, just getting started. He's been working at this, being a professional, and I can only imagine, playing at Folsom and then at St. Mary's. Like, if by chance he were able to crack the code and make this roster, what that would mean to him.
I mean, making any NBA roster,
You're
I'm
right.
sure he'd be over the moon about. But I think there's a little something extra special about making an NBA roster in your home city. And it's not like It's not like this would be an unheard of thing. I know it's not it's not an apples to apples equivalent, but Chima Moneke last year spent time on the Kings roster. UC Davis product. So it's not like I don't want to make it seem like that's going to be the reason why they sign him is because he's a hometown guy. But I do think there is something to bringing in guys with local ties with this organization.
You go back in time, whether it's Matt Barnes, Michael Yogi Stewart, guys that were high school legends.
Another undrafted guy, Michael Yogi Stewart.
Yes.
Same as Jordan Ford.
Yeah. So, I mean, I appreciate the grind of these guys. Look, I mean, as much as people came out here, like we mentioned earlier, to see Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, Victor Wembanyama, high lottery picks, the Thompson twins, it's this summer league is as much about guys like Mike Daum, who we're going to hear from next, and Jordan Ford, just grinding, playing the game they love, the true passion for it. And, they haven't made their millions of dollars, but they're just trying to chase a dream and chase it as long as you can, guys. Cause that's, I'm fans of guys like this.
Yeah. As long as you can put yourself in a position where you're making financial, and have some stability there and you're able to live your life. Yeah. Why not? I mean, it's not an equivalent necessarily, but it does kind of have that reminder of those guys that spend, 9, 10, 11 years in minor league baseball.
Yeah.
That finally get that call up, right? It's the Crash Davis story. It's like, and it's it's a great story. It's a fun watch. And the thing about it is what's crazy, Jason, is these guys can play basketball.
Absolutely.
These aren't guys that are spending 9, 10 years in whether it's the G League or different leagues overseas that are just kind of like, meh. No, these are like really good basketball players. And it just speaks to the talent of what the, NBA truly is. And for Jordan Ford to keep grinding and to have that chance, yeah, man, I'm here for it.
I mean, these are like when we talk about the NBA players being the elite of the elite, like this group is right there. They're under them, but they're right there. And it just, to your point, Jay, it's like, look, Jordan Ford on his own is really good. Then you go, man, De'Aaron Fox is sensational.
Yes.
Or Steph Curry is at LeBron. These guys are freaks how amazingly good they are, because this other group, these guys are all high school stars. These guys are all college stars.
Right. And
you get to this level and you're like, they're really good, but there are levels to this.
Yeah. And for them to get there though, and realize like, is Jordan Ford ever going to be De'Aaron Fox? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no.
No, but it doesn't have to be.
Jordan Ford is looking like a guy who deserves to be on a level that can compete with De'Aaron Fox and stay and be on the same court with him.
Yeah.
And I think for a guy like that, that is an amazing accomplishment.
Yeah. So guys we've been looking at, guys like Nimi Keita, Jordan Ford, Keon Ellis, Kessler Edwards. Well, there's others on this Sacramento Kings Summer League roster and Summer League stories. There's another guy who had a breakout game yesterday, Mike Daum. We'll let you learn a little bit more about him, his game last night, and his journey as we continue here on Sactown Sports.